This is Tristan Emond with Mindful Living Realty. Welcome back to Tristan and his Whiteboard. We'll continue along with our seller series. We're on episode 5.1. We're going to talk about get your property listed now that we've got everything ready to go. So the first thing we'll talk about is, filling out the paperwork. We love paperwork. The first document is going to be the listing agreement. And this is the agreement that officially hires us to work for you and to list your property. It talks about the price point we list the property for, how long we list the property for, the commission rate, and the things that you are allowing us to do, such as put a sign on the property, put a lockbox on the property, etc., etc. Second document is going to be the seller's disclosure. Now this is a 3-page document in South Dakota, at least as we thought within our board. Why do I talk about that? Who cares? The second document that we're going to talk about is called the seller's disclosure. Now this is a 3-page document that is your document to the buyer that discloses to the buyer what all has happened in your property. So if you had a water roof leak, you need to disclose that and let the buyer know, hey, this happened, but I fixed it. Have a concrete issue? This happened, I fixed it. Now, of course, you're gonna be a little bit hesitant to say, well, I don't wanna tell them everything that's wrong with the house, but here's the issue. If you have something that has happened and you know about it and disclose it to the buyer, if the buyer finds out later after they purchase the property, they can come back and sue you. So it is for the buyer, but it's also your protection to make sure the buyer has nothing to come against you and say, hey, you didn't disclose that to me, I want some money out of you. So make sure that you get filled out properly. That's not something I can do. It's by law, you've got to fill it out because it's your disclosure on your property. Okay, very important piece of the puzzle. Just want to make sure we're clear on, that you've got to fill that out correctly. Okay. Next document is the bill of sale, where we disclose what items are going to be sold with the property. Typically, it's anything that's not nailed down. So the refrigerator, the stove, if you want to sell your washer and dryer, those are typical items that stay with the property that are transferred through via bill of sale. Last, they'll have a bunch of other disclosures. If your home was built prior to 1978, there'll be a lead-based paint disclosure. If you've got a septic system, there'll be a wastewater disclosure. Various and sundry different disclosures to make sure that the buyer knows all about your property so you can sell it appropriately. All right? Thanks again for watching this episode. We'll see you next time on Tristan and his Whiteboard. For more episode of Tristan and his Whiteboard, all you got to do is subscribe. Also, you can check out us on Facebook, on Twitter, and of course the Instagram. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later.